Springs.
Thank you for joining us for your midday news. I'm Olivia Sandusky here alongside meteorologist Jerry Steffan. It's a Wednesday.
Yeah,
you said it kind of feels like a Friday.
For me, it did. I don't know why.
Maybe it's a good mindset. It helps you get, halfway through the work week.
Wishful thinking,
yeah.
maybe? Okay, yeah, it is Wednesday. I'll give it up. I'll be here tomorrow and again the next day.
Yeah.
Mostly clear skies right now. A few fair weather high clouds out there. Nice with a little higher temperature readings in the Coachella Valley. We have an excessive heat warning in effect for the next couple of afternoons. Also, humidity will be going up too.
Okay.
So with the heat and the humidity, not a good combination.
So maybe we're glad it is Wednesday then.
Yeah, maybe.
Not
Yeah,
Friday.
exactly. And there's a chance of mountain thunderstorms. We'll discuss that as well.
All right, thanks, Jerry. Let's go ahead and turn to that top story this morning. We start with an update on last week's shooting that killed 13-year-old Alan Martinez in Cathedral City. We know at this time arrests have been made. 19-year-old James Carter and 18-year-old Christian Millward, both residents of Cathedral City, were taken into custody in San Diego on Monday. Both men were arrested on accusations of murder after the August 13th fatal shooting. Investigators saying Martinez was walking with two others around 8 o'clock on Whispering Palms and Mission Indian trails. When a car approached, there was a confrontation and shots were fired from inside the car. The Riverside County Gang Impact Team worked with the San Diego Police Department to detain both men. They since have been booked into the Riverside County Jail and they're scheduled to appear in court on Thursday. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department has seized the car belonging to the father of missing 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro. The Cabazon boy has been missing since last Thursday. That's when his mother, Rebecca Haro, says she was assaulted, knocked unconscious in a Yucaipa parking lot after changing Emmanuel's diaper in her car. She says when she awoke, her son was missing. Investigators have not ruled out foul play after finding inconsistencies with the mother's story. And now, according to the LA Times, an attorney representing the father of the missing boy, Jake Haro, says the parents are cooperating with law enforcement despite claims from investigators that they had cut off communication. San Bernardino County sheriffs have confirmed a search is actively ongoing. It's fueled by search warrants and canine assistance at the parents' home in Cabazon. Additionally, the sheriff's office noting a large amount of surveillance footage has been obtained and it is currently under review. Well, yesterday we told you about the Palm Springs Police Department releasing their internal review of last year's Festival of Lights parade crash. This happened when an officer performed an unsanctioned maneuver, lost control of his motorcycle, crashed into the crowd that lined the parade route, injuring 12 people. Now, that review has been made public. The motorcycle units are set to return to the streets as soon as this week. The department is sharing their new guidelines and safety protocols they put in place to prevent incidents like this from happening again. Palm Springs Police Chief Andy Mills joining our Fred Rogan last night to talk about the issue.
Well, I learned a few things, one of which is we can do a lot better when we are managing parades and large events like that. And particularly, we recognize that our management team, including me, have to make sure that there's complete command and control of those events. Our supervisor to employee ratio was way out of whack, and one guy was managing too many people, and others who were there weren't doing enough. And so we just need to make sure that we're all in the same trajectory, that we're controlling the controllables, and that something like this should never happen again.
You can find the full internal review as well as that entire interview on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. And some footage coming into our newsroom this morning shows a brush fire off of Madison Street in La Quinta. The Riverside County incident report page saying this fire started at 9:20 this morning at the intersection of Avenue 58. Officials telling us it's a 100 by 100 foot blaze at the moment. A fire battalion chief, 3 engines all sent to this scene. They expect to be there for about an hour. We have a crew there as well, so we will bring you any updates as they become available. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside from our Agua Caliente casino camera in downtown Palm Springs. Jerry, not surprised to see the small brush fire this morning with those elevated temperatures. I know this week there is a fire risk for most of Southern California.
Yeah, basically to the west of us. We don't have any fire weather warnings here around the Coachella Valley, but yeah, there are some in the area. 100 degrees right now, already triples in the Coachella Valley, 11% relative humidity. Yeah, relatively dry air today, but that will change later this week. Also 101 at thermal and 14% relative humidity at this hour. Temps include 92 degrees at Yucca Valley, 101 Desert Hot Springs, 109 already at Thousand Palms, 110 at Indio. Yeah, we have excessive heat warnings in effect right now for the valley. 93 at Banning, 98 degrees at Cabazon. The numbers are up there. Nothing on radar over Southern California. Monsoon moisture, it stays to the east of us, but that will begin moving in our direction over the next few days. And later this week, we'll get some of it. Okay, 113 to 117, that's up there, well above normal with the numbers, mostly sunny skies. We have an afternoon flow that'll be out of the southeast that'll be onshore later today. Dew points in the upper 30s, around 40 degrees by the middle of the afternoon. 114 for Palm Springs today. Got 115 at La Quinta, Rancho Mirage 116, same for Cathedral City, 111 at Desert Hot Springs. So extreme heat warnings in effect. That begins today, runs through Saturday for a good chunk of Southern California, including the valley, because the numbers are going to be up there. 115 tomorrow and a Comfort Air 3-day forecast, still around the mid-1 teens on Friday afternoon. A complete look at the forecast, including the tropics, this half hour.
Thank you, Jerry. The Coachella Animal Network is hosting an adoption event and affordable pet clinic at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. It started at 10 this morning. It runs until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It offers vaccines, microchips, and pet licenses. No appointment is needed if you'd like to drop by. Spay and neuter clinic services also available for those who made appointments or waited in the standby line at 7:30 this morning. For the adoption portion, all fees have been waived. We have a link to more details on the newsroom tab of our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. And students at Desert Sands and at Coachella Valley Unified School Districts went back to school this morning. Make sure you leave a little early for the rest of the week if your commute takes you by any of the 2 districts and all the schools that are within them. And of course, watch out for pedestrians and students and those school zone speed limits. And as the new school year gets underway, CVUSD students received a generous donation from the Walter Clark Legal Group. NBC Palm Springs' Kaylee Robinson shows us how it's making a difference.
According to recent statistics, 1 in 3 children in the Coachella Valley lives below the poverty line. It makes affording everyday necessities very difficult. But tonight's giveaway aimed to help hundreds who would otherwise be left without important resources. This is the sound of cars racing to get in line for Walter Clark's annual backpack giveaway, an event that gives away over 1,500 backpacks for students and families in the Coachella Valley Unified School District. CVUSD administration says that they're excited to welcome students back with this special event.
I know our community here is eager, right, to get the students, and they're grateful for opportunities like the ones that we have here. But it's also the engagement that we have from our community and the support that we have.
The distribution is all due in part to the Walter Clark Group that continues to put smiles on students' faces while trying to make a difference.
I'm so happy we're able to do this and hope we can do it every year.
And with back-to-school budgets already being tight for some less fortunate families, Walter Clark aims to make education a sole focus.
We have made as our goal the focus on education, and we know the Center of the Valley really needs help. So we put all of the resources we can into providing help, whether it's the schools directly, the teachers, or the students with backpacks and so forth.
Walter Clark says his group will give away more than 4,400 backpacks this school year. His next giveaway is at Lincoln Elementary School in El Centro on August 26th.
All right, thanks to Kaylee for that report. Still ahead on your midday news, a Lake Tahoe resident is recovering after testing positive for the bubonic plague. We have those details after the break, and let's take another live look outside this morning. Your Indian Wells Golf Resort camera halfway through the work week. Jerry Steffen's in just a few minutes to break down that 7-day forecast for us, so stay with us.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more. Committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 11.
Welcome back. The Greater Palm Springs Animal Allies will be giving one of their final presentations today in the Rancho Mirage Chamber of Commerce Speakers Series. It's called Voices for the Voiceless, Protecting Animals and Wildlife in the Coachella Valley. Morning show regulars Dan Rossi and Jack Hagerman from the Palm Springs Animal Shelter, along with others, will be giving out presentations on the vital animal welfare work happening right here in our own community. That presentation starts at 11:30 at the Mission Hills Country Club. And the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway is allowing first responders to ride the tram for free. This is until September 7th. Initially, the program was set to expire August 31st, but the technical issues shut down the tram earlier this month, so the program is available to active members of first responder agencies like police and fire departments with a valid photo ID just a bit longer. The Valley-wide Riverside County Employment Expo is less than a month away. It's one of the largest job fairs in the region, giving you the opportunity to meet face-to-face with employers hiring in fields ranging from hospitality to healthcare. It's scheduled for September 17th at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. A link to register is on the newsroom tab of our website. And a tasty surprise is coming to Palm Springs this fall. It's called the Scoop Ice Cream Festival. It's scheduled for November 2nd at Downtown Park in Palm Springs. This event originated in San Diego and now coming to our neck of the woods. It will feature the best ice cream and gelato shops in the valley. Tickets for this event go on sale September 1st. Not only will it taste good, but it's also for a good cause. The festival is in benefit of the LGBTQ Center's Community Food Bank. And around the region this morning, a Lake Tahoe resident is recovering after testing positive for the bubonic plague. It's believed they were bitten by an infected flea while camping in the area. Peyton Headley reports.
I think it's crazy. I didn't even know the plague was still something that was going on.
For both visitors and residents of South Lake Tahoe, it's shocking to hear about a case of the bubonic plague.
This was very news to me, and that's scary.
But the cases are rare, but they do occur.
Heather Orchard, the nursing manager for El Dorado County Public Health, says plague bacteria are commonly found in higher elevation areas. It's carried by rodents and often transmitted by fleas.
So this person was camping in an area in South Lake Tahoe and was bitten likely by a flea.
That person is now getting medical treatment and recovering at home.
A lot of the symptoms are very common: nausea, vomiting, muscle aches, a bite that they may have noticed.
While these cases can be serious, they are curable.
It's treated with antibiotics and it's early identification.
The last human case of plague in El Dorado County was in 2020, but officials are routinely tracking it. So far this year, 4 rodents have tested positive in the Tahoe Basin.
We should have something letting people know that, hey, be careful, wear something, we should make some aware to people.
Still, there are a lot of questions from people who frequent the area.
Is this the only place it's been happening?
About a disease they first read about in their history books and the latest person to test positive.
That was Peyton Headley reporting. Oh man, just another thing to worry about here in 2025, the bubonic plague making a comeback. Live look, our Agua Caliente casino camera, Rancho Mirage. Hey, look at that, maybe a little high cloud action out there. Jerry Steffen's in next. He has your 7-day forecast, so stay with us.
Other than a few high-altitude, fair-weather clouds in the sky and our Walter Clark 111 cam, yeah, a lot of sunshine in the valley. Yesterday, above normal numbers. We hit 112 yesterday. 108 is our normal, and we'll surpass the 112 today. 92 at Yucca Valley, 104,000 Palms at the airport. 105 right now, winds under 10 miles an hour. That will not be a problem. Here's our visible satellite looking for clouds. Basically, mostly clear skies over Southern California. But if you look closely, you can see the little wisps. Yeah, that's all that high cloud cover that we're seeing moving from south to north over the Coachella Valley right now. Not a whole lot. Anyway, today 113 to 117. That's where our high temperatures will be in the Coachella Valley, beginning with an afternoon flow out of the southeast that'll be overtaken by an onshore flow late in the day, but just breezy. 114, not a record today. That would have to be 117 or better, but 114 also at Indio, Rancho Mirage. 115 La Quinta today, 116 at Cathedral City. That's this afternoon's highs. Tomorrow's about the same. 115 for Palm Springs, a lot of middle 110s in the valley. Same for Friday, 114 for Palm Springs. So the next few days are going to be above normal with the numbers. Extreme heat warnings in effect through Saturday, including a lot of Southern California, including the Coachella Valley. Heat advisory, mountains to the west, almost all the way to the coastline. That's for the next few days. But we're not alone. Nevada into Arizona, dealing with the above normal temperatures around Southern California and the Southwest. Okay, monsoonal moisture stays to the east of us over the next couple of days, but on Friday, the numbers come down a little bit, but still up there, close to 115. Some of that begins to move into eastern Southern California. We're looking at the best shot of rain, at least in our mountains, and over the southwest Saturday and Sunday, with monsoonal moisture being pulled into the area. That'll be the case again Monday and Tuesday. So 4 days of mountain thunderstorms for the area. Saturday and Sunday, yeah, we could see some spillover showers. The steering currents will push anything that develops over the San Jacinto and Santa Rosa Mountains to the north. A few light showers are possible. Same for Monday and Tuesday. Generally a steering current out of the south, but most of the action taking place in the mountains. 4 days. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Also, we're watching the surface moisture because that will begin moving up. Today, relatively dry. It moves up a little bit Thursday, but moving into Friday and Saturday, dew points in the 60s. But look out, Monday and Tuesday, we could see dew points in the upper 60s, close to 70 degrees. Yeah, it's going to be a couple sticky days in our future. Aaron, what was once a Category 5 hurricane, has expanded. It's a huge storm right now. You got its eye back. It's moving its way generally to the north right now, and some of the outer bands are moving their way over the North Carolina, Virginia area. 85 degrees C surface temp, so it's going to strengthen again to a major Category 3 storm, and then it'll begin moving its way to the northeast. Here's another look at the storm. You can see the bands beginning to move its way across the areas of North Carolina and Virginia. Then it moves off to the north. This is interesting, too, because we could see our next storm after that. Look at the clock there. It says the 24th, 25th. We could see a storm north of Puerto Rico. It gets close to Bermuda, but again, it stays away from the United States, and it's quite smaller. Anyway, 114 today, about the same on Thursday and Friday. Humidity moves up. We have an extreme heat warning through Saturday. Keep in mind the temps go down, but extreme humidity Monday and Tuesday of next week.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
The Cinema Diverse Film Festival is returning to Palm Springs next month. It enters its 18th year. The festival features LGBTQ+ filmmakers and their work. It runs from September 18th through the 21st and then September 25th through the 28th at the Camelot Theater in Palm Springs. You can buy individual screening passes now or in all access pass. You can find a link to both of those on our website's newsroom tab at NBCPalmSprings.com. And the Peanut Gang returns with Snoopy Presents a Summer Musical. It can now be streamed on Apple TV+. Manny the Movie Guide takes you behind the scenes.
Your first time at camp. I know you're gonna love it.
Hello, Mr. Ben.
Hello.
A big congrats on Snoopy Presents a Summer Musical. Sweet, smart, and worthy of the iconic Snoopy brand. And the songs you wrote gave me all the feels.
Your generation would rather sit in front of the television.
I would rather sit in front of the TV.
You know, when writing for a musical piece, it is like writing the script for a character or a setting, right? I mean, pages and pages of script into one song.
That's right. Exactly. That's the way it needs to be seen. And you know, the writers on this are great. They understood that, you know, you let the songs kick the field goals.
One more sleep, and then
And then I come in and Charlie Brown is in a hole. The camp is not going to survive. And it's like, Charlie Brown, how do you feel about this? And so my job is to express that.
I love it. I mean, you know, that song, I think you're talking about When We Were Live.
When We Were Live, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it made me cry, and JD sang it beautifully. You know, when we were light as the clouds.
You're such a great little singer.
We were light as the clouds.
But the final song, though, I really, really love, because Leave It Better. I mean, it talks about looking forward to the future, but don't forget the past. It's celebratory, but also a cautionary tale, I believe. Do you agree with me on that?
Absolutely, and thank you for listening so deeply, because most adults don't, and the kids do. So you're thinking like a kid, which I love. And that's the way I was thinking when I listened to it, because like, think about all the times your parents have said things like, you know, you need to do your best, but sometimes your best isn't good enough. Kids know that they're not going to do everything perfect either. They're not one-dimensional. They get it. So they can see how scary the world is, and they also have some confidence they can take it on. And that's just, you know, I think that's a gift.
Oh, and thank you for the gift, Mr. Ben. A big congrats on Snoopy Presents a Summer Musical. And remember, leave it better.
Yes.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more.
We are on the heels of soccer season for Indio. Registration for the city's American Youth Soccer Organization's Fall League is now open. This is ages 4 to 18. If you sign up before August 22nd, you'll be entered in a raffle prize for 4 free tickets to the LA Galaxy versus FC Dallas soccer match. That's August 30th in Carson. Volunteer coaches also encouraged to sign up with some benefits as well. We've got details on our newsroom page of our website. Galaxy games are fun. Have you ever been to a soccer game?
No, well, yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, professional stuff.
Yeah.
We had the World Cup in Orlando, and I went to a game. It was fun.
Very fun. We used to watch all the greats, Landon Donovan, Kobe Jones,
See,
but
you know way
years
more
ago.
than I do.
Years ago.
Well, we got some changes coming up as far as our weather in the Coachella Valley. Today, dry but hot. 114 for Palm Springs. We have extreme heat warnings through Saturday for a good chunk of Southern California. Keep that in mind. As I said, the temps stay up for the next couple of afternoons, but the humidity moves up too. It'll be a little sticky this Saturday, Sunday, especially Monday and Tuesday.
All right.
For the
Thank
desert,
you,
that's
Jerry.
a lot of humidity.
Too sticky. More news at 5 and 6. We'll see you then.